A very good afternoon to all of you. Thank you so much for joining me. It is 2 o'clock, it is Friday, and so it is time for Quarantine Choir. So all of you who have joined me today, you know that Friday has become a sort of a light-hearted end to our week. Today is no exception. So we're going to have our fun Friday. We're going to sing a couple of our favourite songs. So we'll sing Don't Dilly-Dally on the way. Honestly, I get more emails about this one, I think, than anyone else just saying people absolutely love it. So we will sing Don't Dilly-Dally on the way. We'll then sing that wonderful resetting of The Gas Band Cometh, that's been produced by Kit Kat on the channel here. The Delivery Van Cometh, which is all about, well, I'll if you haven't heard it, you'll hear it in a minute, but I'm sure you can imagine in lockdown what the Delivery Van Cometh could sound like. We'll then learn a new song for today, Where Did You Get That Hat? A standard, a classic really of the music hall, and there is a free score available for this one, and it comes from the late 19th century. It's a really, really fascinating bit of historical documentation. If you want to go and grab that, it's in the description below. And well worth a look, and lots of fun to sing. And then we'll finish with It's a Long Time to Be in Lockdown, which was one of the first songs that we sang on this channel all of those months ago. Remember, we're not on tomorrow, but we are back then on Sunday for our Sacred Sing at 11 o'clock. It'd be great if you guys could join us at 11 a.m, that is, not 11 p.m. And then next week we will be broadcasting, but it's going to be revision sessions only. We're going to be going back over songs that we've sung in the past. Some will be well known, but many of them will be pieces we only did once or twice. And we'll look at some of the missing harmonies and things like that. So a good opportunity for you to catch up on stuff that you've missed in the past. But because I'm doing this John Rutter week with Self-Isolation Choir, I just won't have any time to dig out an entire week's worth of music. But it's nice to change things up, isn't it, folks? So I think that's enough chatter from me, other than to say a very good afternoon to everyone joining me. It's lovely to see you. Let us please get warmed up. So if I could ask you please to make sure that you're standing, or if standing's not on the menu, at least you are sitting on the edge of your seat. And everybody please, if you could plant your feet on the floor, really feel that connection between your feet and the ground, and feel your weight pressing down through the floor as if you were a tree putting down roots. And in doing so, I want you to feel your presence sort of pressing down, as I say, into the ground, and then moving out from where you are to the person next to you, to the next room, to the next house, flat, to the next building, to the next town, city, country, until we are all connected all around the world. We have people watching from so many different countries right now, and just really feel connected to all of them. And what we'll do, everybody, is we'll give ourselves a nice straight back now and a nice long neck, and start to take some nice deep breaths in and out. And make your mouth nice and tall for me as you breathe in. And now blow the air out. And again, breathe in. And blow the air out. And if you make your mouth nice and tall, and try and breathe absolutely silently for me. Breathe in, make no sound at all. And now blow that air out. And one more, tall mouth, breathe silently for me. And now blow the air out. Great stuff. Those of you who are developing your singing technique, and if you want to learn how to take a really good breath for singing, taking a silent breath is the ideal one to start with, because you have to relax your throat and your chest, and your diaphragm will move very, very naturally that way. That is the basis of singing, breathing. And what we'll do just before we make some sound is, as we always do, we'll just relax our neck and our shoulder muscles. So just give yourself permission to relax. Feel tension start to drain away from your shoulders and from your neck. And as you take your deep breaths in, as you breathe out, just allow yourself to relax your shoulder muscles and your neck muscles. Thank you. Great. And now please roll your shoulders around a bit, please. That's great. And roll them forwards. Thank you. And then bring them up to your ears and let them fall. Thanks, everybody. Great stuff. And now if you can tilt your head over in one direction, just feel the stretch along the long side and to the middle and the other way. Ooh. Twang. and to the middle and forwards, please. And to the middle. Well done. Thanks, everyone. We'll do a little bit of humming. So we'll just start on that note here. Just a nice long hum. Breathe whenever you like. We'll try not to break it as we go up by semitones. So just keep the sound constant, please, everybody. Deep breath and hum. O for orange. O. F for egg. And R. Thank you very much indeed, everybody. Well done. We'll just do a couple of little broken chord moments after me. My turn first. Ya, 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 everybody. Great. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Me, me, me. Caw, caw, caw. Thank you very much. Well done, folks. Okay, so let's start off with Don't Dilly-Dally on the way. And those of you that know me and you know the history of this channel know that I introduced this song on a very special week as a special request to my great friend and godfather to my children, Craig, who challenged me one day. He said, you when you broadcast, you don't talk the way that we do when we're together. You know, he and I are both from the town of Romford in Essex, in just outside East London, Zone 6, as we are fond of saying. And so he challenged me to do an entire rehearsal speaking as if I were back in Romford. And so yeah, there was quite a lot of that sort of sound that came out. And so whenever I sing this song, I have to adopt a little bit of that. So please, I would ask you, ladies and gentlemen, I've got to be careful not to go into too much Michael Caine, but you want to have a little bit of Cockney as you sing this one, all right? Because if you sing it with a kind of traditional British RP, it don't work. It don't. You know, if you go, we had to move away because the rent we couldn't pay. The moving van came round just after dark. Doesn't work. All right, so you need a little bit of Cockney going on. And those of you watching internationally, well, just do your best, all right? Just means you've got to drop a few of your T's and your H's and have it sort of at the back of the mouth with a little bit of stuff going up in your nose. Do your best, everyone. So let's sing Don't Dilly-Dally on the way and have fun with this one. I love this song. Here we go. And we had to move away 'cause the rent we couldn't pay. The moving van came round just after dark. There was me and my old man shoving things inside the van, which we'd often done before, let me remark. We packed all that could be packed in the van, and that's a fact. And we got inside all we could get inside. Then we packed all we could pack on the tailboard at the back, till there wasn't any room for me to ride. My old man said follow the van and don't dilly-dally on the way. Off went the cart with me own packed in it. I walked behind with me old cock linnet, but I dillied and dallied, dallied and dillied, lost the van and don't know where to roam. I stopped on the way to have the old half Coulton and I can't find my way home. I gave a helping hand with the marble wash and stand, and straight away went getting on so bad. All at once the carman bloke had an accident and broke, well, the nicest bit of china that I had. You'll understand, of course, I was cross about the loss, same as any other human woman would. But I soon got over that, what with 2 out and a chat, 'cause it's little things like that what does you good. Oh, my old man said follow the van and don't dilly-dally on the way. Off went the cart with me own packed in it. I walked behind with me old cock linnet, but I dillied and dallied, I dallied and dillied. I lost the van and don't know where to roam. Now who's gonna put up the old iron bedstead if I can't find my way home? Oh, I'm in such a mess, I don't know the new address, don't even know the blessed neighbourhood, and I feel as if I might have to stay out all the night, and that ain't gonna do me any good. Now I don't make no complaint, but I'm coming over faint. What I need now is a good substantial feed. And I sorta kinda feel if I don't soon have a meal, I shall have to rob the linnet of his seed. Everybody, oh, my old man said follow the van and don't dilly-dally on the way. Off went the cart with me own packed in it. I walked behind with me old cock linnet, but I dillied and dallied, I dallied and dillied. I lost the van and don't know where to roam. You can't trust the specials like the old time coppers when you can't find your way home. Well done, ladies and gentlemen, blinding. Oh, that's such a good song. Okay, everybody. So, hope you enjoyed that. Have a drink of your water, all right? Stay rehydrated. Have a night. Well, you can always have, 2 out in a chat. Or even the old half Coulton, although I think it's a bit early in the day for an half Coulton. So we'll follow that with The Delivery Man Cometh. And this doesn't require a Cockney accent. Of course, if you want to, you can sing it with one. So this one, I'm just going to move me digital score because I'm going forwards. I'm going to use paper for this one. Gasp. Though I'm sure I will make that typical mistake of tapping on the page. Okay, why isn't this turning? Okay, so this is The Delivery Man Cometh, and the words for this were written by our very own Kit Kat 2 Cats. And she sent this to me some weeks ago, and it is sung to the tune of the wonderful The Gas Man Cometh by Flanders and Swan. But it is, as I say, rewritten for our situation in lockdown. So a unique song by a very unique person. And we haven't seen Kit Kat in a couple of days, but if you pop along at some point, KK, thank you so much for this, and we'll see you soon. Okay, here we go, everybody. Have some fun with this one. 'Twas on a Monday morning, the delivery van did call. The kids were tired and starving, we'd got no food at all. He collided with the garage despite driving at a crawl. So I had to call a builder in to come and fix the wall. Oh, it all makes work for essential workers all. 'Twas on a Tuesday morning, the builders had begun. With their tools and their builder's tea, they had a lot of fun. They pulled off half the masonry and took the concrete back. And just as they pulled off the drive, it all began to crack. Oh, it all makes work for essential workers all. The surveyor came on Wednesday whilst I was doing chores. I didn't hear him knocking until he gave a roar. He'd knocked so hard the glass fell out and shattered on the floor. So I had to call a glazier, it was really such a bore. Oh, it all makes work for essential workers all. 'Twas on a Thursday morning, the glazier rang the bell. He got up on the ladder, but he slipped and then he fell. He landed on the water main and snapped the tap as well. This is all getting expensive and a right old week from hell. Oh, it all makes work for essential workers all. 'Twas on a Friday morning the waterboard man came. He called me Mrs. KK, which isn't quite my name. He took all day, I gave him lunch, but found when he was gone that I'd used up all the bread and cheese and left myself with none. Oh, it all makes work for essential workers all. On Saturday and Sunday there were no slots at all. So 'twas on a Monday morning the delivery van came to call. It's really, really well written. Well done, KK. Excellent stuff. And glad everyone enjoyed it. I think people enjoyed that one. Call blimey, said Anne. Quite right too, everyone. Okay, so have a drink of your water and let's have a look at today's new song. And I need to go back into full musical version, full musical mode, I should say, for this one. Where did you get that hat? Where did you get that tile? And yeah, for those of you who haven't got your scores yet, so that's what this looks like. It's a public domain score, originally property of the Library of National Broadcasting Company of New York. And this has been published online by one of the universities in the USA. And this particular edition dates from 1887, I believe. So, yeah, a real classic. So let's have a little sing through this one. Now, most people will know the chorus, but you may not know the verses that go with this. So what we'll do is we'll start with the chorus, everybody, which is here. Where did you get that hat? Where did you get that tile? And remember, of course, although there is a lot of Cockney rhyming slang throughout music and musical songs, tile is not a bit of Cockney rhyming slang. It just, roofs have got tiles and so humans have got tiles. Your hat is your tile. There we go. I quite like that. So let's sing together. Well, if you don't know it, I'll sing it to you. I imagine there's a few people out there for whom this one is new. All right, so it goes. Where did you get that hat? Where did you get that tile, everybody? And where did you get that hat? Where did you get that tile then? Isn't it a knobby one and just the proper style, everybody? Isn't it a knobby one and just the proper style? And then, I should like to have one just the same as that, everybody. I should like to have one just the same as that. Then where'er I go they shout, hello, where did you get that hat? Where'er I go they shout, hello, where did you get that hat? Very nice. Let's sing the whole chorus. I'm going more Cockney at every bar. Where did you get that hat? Where did you get that tile? Isn't it a knobby one and just the proper style? I should like to have one just the same as that. Where'er I go they shout, hello, where did you get that hat? Very nice, everyone. Okay, so now the verse, very, very similar musically to the chorus. Most of the same melodic shapes. So if I sing you the first line, you sing it back to me, okay? Now, how I came to get this hat, 'tis very strange and fun it goes. Now, how I came to get this hat, 'tis very strange and funny. Very close, isn't it? So sing it with me. And now, how I came to get this hat, 'tis very strange and funny. Good. So remember to lean in on the first note of funny. So we get that, we can really hear that funny, that nice clash. And then, grandfather died and left to me his property and money with me. And grandfather died and left to me his property and money. And then it goes, and when the will it was read out, sing for me, and when the will it was read out, and again, and when the will it was read out, then they told me straight and flat, they told me straight and flat, one more time, they told me straight and flat. So, and when the will it was read out, please everybody, and when the will it was read out, they told me straight and flat. Then, if I would have his money, I must always wear his hat. If I must have his money, I must always wear his hat. Okay, and we're going to pause on that note that we did just there. So if I would have his money, I must always wear his hat. So let's sing from the beginning of that verse. So there's a little bit of an introduction, which I'll have a go at for you. Now, how I came to get this hat is very strange and funny. Grandfather died and left to me his property and money. And when the will it was read out, they told me straight and flat, if I would have his money, I must always wear his hat. Where did you get that hat? Where did you get that tile? Isn't it a knobby one and just the proper style? I should like to have one just the same as that. Where'er I go they shout, hello, where did you get that hat? Very nice. Then I'll have that introduction again. And then verse 2. Same music. If I go to the opera house in the opera season, there's someone sure to shout at me without the slightest reason. If I go to a concert hall to have a jolly spree, there's someone in the party who is sure to shout at me. Alright, that's the second verse. And then that third verse, at 21, I thought I would to my sweetheart get married. The people in the neighbourhood said too long we had tarried. So off to church we went right quick, determined to get wed. I had not long been in there when the parson to me said... And then we have lots of fun with the chorus. So let's have fun with this one, everybody. Now, if you have a hat to hand, just like my magnificent crocheted Viking helmet here. Okay, and this hat has been on the channel many times, but I don't think it's been on the channel at such an opportune moment. What do you think, those of you in self-isolation choir, for Rutter Week? What do you think? Heroic. I'd end up on the news again, but for a very different reason. Okay, internationally renowned conductor loses mind live on YouTube. So let us sing, everybody. Where did you get that hat? And have some fun with it. As cockney as you like. Here we go. Now, how I came to get this hat is very strange and funny. Grandfather died and left to me his property and money. And when the will it was read out, they told me straight and flat, if I would have his money, I must always wear his hat. Where did you get that hat? Where did you get that tile? Isn't it a knobby one and just the proper style? I should like to have one just the same as that. Where'er I go they shout, hello, where did you get that hat? Ah. If I go to the opera house in the opera season, there's someone sure to shout at me without the slightest reason. If I go to a concert hall to have a jolly spree, there's someone in the party who is sure to shout at me. Where did you get that hat? Where did you get that tile? Isn't it a knobby one and just the proper style? I should like to have one just the same as that. Where'er I go they shout, hello, where did you get that hat? At 21 I thought to my sweetheart be married. The people in the neighbourhood said too long we had tarried. So off to church we went right quick, determined to get wed. I had not long been in there when the parson to me said, where did you get that hat? Where did you get that tile? Isn't it a knobby one and just the proper style? I should like to have one just the same as that. Where'er I go they shout, hello! Where did you get that hat? Cheers, everyone. Well done. What are people thinking about the... Oh, look, I think people like the hat. Where did I get the hat? I got it from my wife who made it for me. There we go. And that love. Now then... do you know what? I'm looking at the figures now, and I'm still talking Cockney. 63 viewers, 38 likes. I think the hat alone deserves a like. So if you haven't clicked the like button, please do. If you're watching and you're not subscribed, just hit the subscribe button. All right, folks. We're trying to get to 3,000 subs. We're at 2,200 and something, which is great. Let's see if we can get a few more. Tell lots of people about this. We're here every day. And it'd be great to have a few more people subscribe. So let's finish off today with It's a Long Time to Be in Lockdown. I'm going to have a sip of my drink. Wearing a crocheted Viking helmet under hot lights in the hot sun. It's thirsty work. We're going to finish with It's a Long Time to Be in Lockdown. And this one, well, I mean, it seems like a very, very long time ago that I was recording these early songs. If you haven't seen the original video that I made for this, it's before I was broadcasting live, and I was spending sort of 8-9 hours a day recording these videos. And I think I use puppets for this one. I'm not sure if I did puppets on this one. I certainly had a lot of fun putting the video together for this one. So if you haven't seen it, put in home choir. It's a long time to be in lockdown, and you can watch the video. And yeah, very early days. And I was clearly losing my mind. Not to say I've found it since, but still. Let's sing together. It's a long time to be in lockdown. Of course, these are the two songs, some of the most associated songs, I suppose, with VE Day. So it's the tune of It's a Long Way to Tipperary and Pack Up Your Troubles. But we're singing a new version. So let's have some fun with this, folks. Again, if you want to make it a music hall rendition, then you can sing it as Cockney as you like. Here we go. It's a long time to be in lockdown. It's a long time at home. It's a long time to be in lockdown, but we're not on our own. It's time to be upstanding and sing out loud and strong. It's a long, long time to be in lockdown, but we'll get along. Do it again. It's a long time to be in lockdown. It's a long time at home. It's a long time to be in lockdown, but we're not on our own. It's time to be upstanding and sing out loud and strong. It's a long, long time to be in lockdown, but we'll get along. Pack up your loo roll and your tin of spam and quarantine. Self-isolation from your fellow man and keep your hands clean. We're all singing merrily, we'll be out before long. So pack up your loo roll, your tin of spam and sing along. One more time. Pack up your loo roll and your tin of spam and quarantine. Self-isolation from your fellow man and keep your hands clean. We're all singing merrily, we'll be out before long. So pack up your loo roll and your tin of spam and sing along. Excellent job, everybody. That was a really, really good, fun sing. I hope you had fun singing along. I had a great time here today. Any day where I get to sing Cockney songs and put on a Viking helmet can't be bad, can it, ladies and gentlemen? So look, I will see you on Sunday morning. Those of you that can join me, 11 a.m. for our weekly Sacred Sing. We're going to sing that beautiful bit of Birds, Non Nobis Domine, and we'll sing some of the other pieces that we've done recently on the channel. We'll do some gospel songs as well. It's going to be really nice to see everybody. Next week, as I've already said, we are on every day at 2, but it's revision. So don't come along expecting to learn new pieces. Do come along ready to polish some old favourites. Those of you who aren't yet signed up to Self-Isolation Choir, you can sign up at any point. Even after next week, but if you do sign up ahead of next week, then you get to take part in the live sessions, which I'll be doing every day, with a lovely performance on Friday. All that's saved though, as I say. Also, those of you who've joined the Larks, thank you so much for last night's rehearsal. If any of you are interested and you aren't signed up to the Larks, then consider sending us a message or coming along to the website and send me a message through that. The website is thelarks.org, and we have a lot of fun of a Thursday evening. So everyone, have a great day. I'm off now to do a bit more mixing on the Handel Messiah CD and get everything ready for Rutter's week on Monday. But I hope you have a great weekend. Thanks so much for being here. And special hello to everyone at St Monica's. And see you all very soon. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.